Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you don't know me, my name is Andrew, and this is Ridiculous. We are in my shop here in Maple Ridge, British Columbia. We're about to start working on my 2002 996 C2. It has a blown water pump, and we're gonna mess with it on this episode, so let's get to it. Little backstory on my 02 911. I bought this in 2021. I sold an 04 STI and a 2018 WRX that I had, and then I used the funds to buy this. Got it for $28,500 at the time, with a rebuilt motor, IMS bearing, rear main seal done, the whole nine. It was a great car. I modified it a little bit, and I've driven it to Lufkin. I've driven it all over BC. It's been a lot of fun. Unfortunately, a couple weeks ago, I went to the grocery store. Just around Christmas time, I went to the store to run some errands and started getting a really bad squealing from the back end of the car, which turned to a knocking, which I thought was really detrimental. And it was immediately followed by a shitload of steam pouring out the deck lid. Holy shit. Oof, reeks like coolant in here. My money's on water pump. Well, here's your problem. At first, when I heard the clattering, I thought that something was wrong with the bottom of the motor. Luckily, we escaped fairly easily from that. It just ended up being the water pump had blown. I do have a new water pump kit from FCP Euro sitting on the bench over there. I got a water pump and a thermostat. They include all the hardware and gaskets that you need. It's really good stuff, and it's only like 250 bucks American, so score. Also, an upgraded impeller because Porsche used plastic impeller water pumps on these cars, these M96 motors. So this is the, I think the Melling, is it Melling? No. I can't remember the brand name. I'll have to look when we open the box, but it's got a metal water pump impeller so it doesn't degrade, and the bearings and everything are supposed to be a lot better. Without further ado, we got a lot of work to do. Basically, we got to pull apart the whole kind of motor mount assembly and a whole bunch of the back accessories on the car. So let's get to it. Last bucket. All right. I'm gonna drain the coolant if there's any left. So what I'm gonna do is pop the plug for the water pump and drain everything out. And then I'm gonna pop all these coolant lines off. Drain them all out so that we know there's none left in the system. We give it a good flush. Okay, all right, sweet. Well, that's a good sign. Oh, there's still a good amount of coolant left in there. I guess that's good. I had this motor and transmission out last spring before we took off to Lufkin in the Bay Area. Kind of kicking myself that I didn't do a water pump then, and it actually was on the list. I just kind of shook it aside because I went, looks good enough. Apparently it was not good enough, but that's okay because we got some good usage out of it. So, ye old water pump is behind the motor mounting plate. You can hear it. That was the nice rattling I was hearing. You can hear. See that pulley moving there? Yeah, water pump pulleys are not supposed to do that. So, sounds like garbage. So basically, I gotta take the motor mounting plate off. I gotta put a jack under the motor and keep picking at that. Got my little bike jack with blocks from the quick jacks, so I can position them under each lip on the oil pan. We're not trying to lift up the motor, just gonna take the weight off the plate. Doesn't need to be like super crazy. Just get it positioned to a spot where you're comfortable, or you're not pinching the lines, and that you're not gonna, actually, you know what, I'm gonna go this way. This way will be much better. That. About there. Just get it till it's tight. The nuts for the motor mounts won't be too tight, or shouldn't be too tight. You'll see once you loosen them off, you'll see the motor drop down a little bit. And there you go. There's the motor plate off. All right, next day, back at it. So we got the engine mount plate off and everything yesterday. The exhaust is all out of there. Now I'm just gonna tidy up the floor a little bit because a little bit of coolant leaked out. And then we're gonna start disassembling. Basically, we're gonna get the water pump off, and then the thermostat sits down on this side, right in here. So we've got to remove all these hoses, and there's also, I think, this line up under the header here. We actually have to loosen these off the cylinder head and wiggle this out of the way. We'll disconnect it from this hose here, and that should just be able to move out of the way, and then we'll get access to those bolts on the top of the thermostat. Like this. Big pain in the butt. Oh, she is. Oh, this is gonna gush. It's always fun to do when it's cold out too. Gosh, warm coolant on the fingers. There we go. Grab it without damaging the rubber, and also get in there with cloth on some channel locks. That's gonna do it. Alrighty, I just wiggled the coolant hoses up out of the way there. Didn't have to really take them off, so that's good. Now I've got like pretty free access to the pump. I'm just gonna get this hard line detached from the cylinder head and move it out of the way so we can get the thermostat out. Hopefully this don't break anything. I doubt it will. It's always fun. There we go. Okay, got it. Oof, that's not good. You can see the impeller blades are completely just toasted. Not good. Water pump, not liking life right now. That bearing is toast. You can see it's moving pretty good, but like when I turn it, it like seizes up right there. There's your problem. So from FTP Euro, I ordered their 996 water pump kit. It includes water pump with gasket, four-corner thermostat, and all the Porsche hardware, which is pretty sweet. Here is the new pump. As you can see, nice and new and spiffy. This actually has metal impeller, so much better. Just compare the two. See, same size and everything. Bigger washer on the metal blade, as obviously because there's more weight holding it in. The pulley and everything is the same. This is made in Germany, high quality stuff. It's not Porsche OEM, but it's better simply because they didn't make it with plastic. There should be, there we go. Like I said, comes with the gaskets. Ahead of myself. Let's get the thermostat off. Finishing up the water pump. So now I just gotta route the belt. Trying to remember how to do this. So we go to that idler pulley, and then I think we go, all right, 15/16 socket. Nice and tight. Okay, and that is on. Belt is on, water pump's installed, thermostat's installed. Everything's reconnected as far as O2 sensors, exhaust. Just gotta do the tailpipes. I wanna clean them up really quick, so I'm gonna slap the air intake box back in. We'll clean up the tailpipes, fill it with coolant, start it up. As you can see, these are disgusting, so first I'm gonna hit with small purpose cleaner. Crud. Might even wire wheel it, I don't know, we'll see. All right, I do usually have a 3-inch polisher available, but all my pads are magically walked and taken off somewhere, so I'm just gonna hit it with some heavy cut, abrasive polish, just to clean the hard stains off, and we'll probably pull these off again at some point. I may even do a better looking exhaust on this car, because like they're not exactly OEM, and they're not exactly like an upgrade. I like something a little bit more hot rod. But you know what? They were cheap, and can't complain about that. So
these guys back on there.
Okay, everything's back on, including my mic, and I'm gonna fill it up, try and bleed it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, no leaks. Let's do it. All right, that's gonna do it for today. No leaks, runs good. I can't get the fans to kick on right now. I think it's just too cold outside. Once we're done everything else I got planned, we'll take it for a drive, obviously. Make sure it cycles and bleeds properly and be good to go. I'm gonna let it sit, and I'll probably start it up a little later tonight. Do one more heat cycle, just keep bleeding it. You gotta do it a couple times, so I'm not gonna film all that because it's boring. We're gonna take it for a drive, so see you tomorrow. So it is in fact not the next day. It's like 2 weeks later, a week later or something. I've been working on the GC8, getting ready for a trip to California that I'm taking, and just haven't not had time to move this thing out of the shop. Finally got a minute today to get out and film in some kind of soggy weather. Won't be getting too much, but I just want to take it for a drive and show you guys that it's fixed, it's all good, the water pump is working and doing its job. I don't have any weird temperature spikes or any of that stuff, so calling it a win. Anyway, pretty happy, the car's running good. I'm gonna drive it for the next couple days before I go, and yeah, I signed up for Luft Air Water again, so hopefully I get approved, and we'll be taking this down there in April. But until something else fails or we go do something fun with this car, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you stopping by once again. Don't forget to subscribe, share this on your social media if you really like what I'm doing here, and be kind, drive hard, fix your broken stuff, get it up and running, and hopefully when it is, I'll see you on the road. Have a good one.